Hello and welcome to another edition of the Weekly Wrap. It's great to have you with us on this Thursday, the 24th of February. I'm Peter Schwingen. Here's what's happening. The Kooks are partnering with eco-friendly platform Serenade to release their first NFT. TikTok is reportedly testing videos up to 10 minutes in length. England to scrap all remaining COVID restrictions. Warner Music Group is with Splinterlands team to create P2E games for artists, and Influence Media, BlackRock Music Funds, and Warner Music Group join forces to form music rights platform. Those stories are coming up. First, let's take a look at what happened in this day in music history. All right, this is the time we honor those who have passed away on this date, born in some interesting tidbits. So, honoring those who passed away in February of 2004, Estelle Axton, who helped create the legendary U.S. soul music label Stax, died at the age of 85. On February 24, 2020, guitarist, songwriter, and producer David Roback, best known as the founding member of Mazzy Star, died at the age of 61 from metastatic cancer. And on this past Wednesday, we learned former Screaming Trees frontman Mark Langen has died at the age of 57. Those born on this day, February 24th, 1973. Chris Fenn, best known as one of the two custom percussionists for Slipknot. And on this day in 1974, producer, multi-instrumentalist, singer, and songwriter Chad Hugo, one half of the music production and writing duo The Neptunes. All right, in this day in history, this is some fun tidbits that have happened in the past. In 2010, 50 Cent was being sued over claims he unlawfully distributed a homemade sex video. Lastonia Leviston filed legal action in Manhattan saying she made the private video with the lover in 2008 and alleged that 50 Cent posted the video on his website last year after blurring out the lover's face and editing himself into it as a narrator. And in 2016, Cranberry singer Dolores Reardon was offered to give 6,000 euros to charity after headbutting an Irish police officer. The artist was arrested at Shannon Airport in November of 2014 when she was taken off a flight from New York after an alleged air raid instance. And that's what happened today in history. And I'd like to say hi to everybody viewing the show in our live stream and directly on the Music Industry City website. To stay up to date on this and other community programming, you can check out musicindustrycity.com for more news and events. Now, let's get to it. All right, we begin with this piece. And this one, we're going to talk about Influence Media. Yes, and this is from All Access. The Influence Media, BlackRock Funds, and Warner Music Group form music rights platform. The new alliances platform that will invest in and manage outstanding compositions from some of the most important music producers. This includes a strategic emphasis on nurturing modern, evergreen, contemporary compositions having the potential to have a multi-decade impact on pop culture, as well as investing in female musicians and songwriters with a diversity emphasis. To date, $300 million have been distributed among different catalogs, consisting of select copyrights and, in some cases, future compositions by artists, songwriters, and entrepreneurs. The concept provides the potential for greater scalability in terms of acquisition money. Initial acquisitions under the new agreement include more than 20 modern evergreens with 1 billion plus lifetime streams each, as well as select copyrights from the libraries of creators who work crosses various genres. This collaboration with BlackRock and Warner enables Influence Media to scale its investment in female creators, giving them unparalleled access to cash and licensing opportunities, as well as expand into other categories such as music entrepreneurs. All right, great to hear all the support going in. We're going to stick with Warner for just another minute here. Warner has teamed up with Splinterlands for P2E games for artists. So they're collaborating with the card gaming company Splinterlands to produce arcade-style play-to-earn blockchain-based games for select Warner artists. In this, Warner Music Group Chief Digital Officer and EVP of Business Development, Juana Roxandra, said, "I don't think we can underestimate how massive the opportunity around P2E gaming is. Our partnership with Splinterlands pulls focus to our artists and their music as we all work together to develop and maintain tokenized games. As we build, we will be unlocking new revenue streams for our artists while further solidifying fans' participation in the value created." I mean, Warner has been, and with what Juan has been doing there, I mean, entering Web3, Metaverse, it's just been amazing to see this kind of growth. And now we're seeing that a lot with the labels. The majors are looking for Web3 developers, people to join their Web3 teams. This is something to keep an eye out on. So let's turn to some live music. What's happening around the world in the live music scene? England scraps remaining COVID restrictions. The English live music business has praised the government's plan to remove all remaining coronavirus restrictions. Prime Minister Boris Johnson introduced the Living with COVID-19 plan on Monday, which will put a stop to self-isolation and unfettered testing. The legal necessity to self-isolate following a positive COVID test was lifted this morning. Meanwhile, free COVID testing for the general population in England will expire on April 1st, which has reportedly cost £15.7 billion. According to the Prime Minister, restrictions can be eased today because immunity is high and deaths are low. The termination of COVID-19 restrictions has been hailed as a victory by the live music industry, a huge relief, but warns the government's continuous support is required. The NTIA CEO Michael Kill says the industry welcomes the removal of the remaining COVID restrictions, which will help to promote business recovery and restore customer confidence. Our responsibility to keep customers and staff safe remains our focus, maintaining baseline mitigations as we have done since the 19th of July, 2021. England is following in the footsteps of Denmark, Sweden, the Netherlands, Finland, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, all of which have recently announced plans to remove all remaining restrictions. This is good to see. We still have to be careful, though, out there. So we don't want any more spikes. We want to get through this. We want to be out there partying, dancing, clubbing, listening to live music. And speaking of live music, Australia hosts first concert in 2 years. For the first time in nearly 2 years, Australia reopened its international border after shutting down in March 2020 due to COVID. The country enacted some of the world's harshest travel bans. Under the Southern Stars is Australia's first concert series with overseas singers since the March 2020 lockdown. All right, that's great to hear as well. And let's check in with some tech. All right, always something going on in the world of tech, and here's what's happened this week. TikTok is reportedly testing videos up to 10 minutes in length. Many people in the music industry still think of TikTok as a 15-second video clip app. It's worth noting that the maximum length of a video was previously set at 60 seconds before being expanded to 3 minutes back in July of 2021. As reported in Wired, they focused on TikTok's internal quandary regarding video durations, balancing its own research, indicating that almost half of its users found videos longer than 1 minute to be, quote, stressful, with the knowledge that lengthier videos could enhance its advertising earnings. And this is what, according to the report. And that's saying that the latter is where TikTok is focusing on. Wire added, quote, the app has widely tested 5-minute long videos between August 2021 and February 2022, and has even tried 10-minute videos among a small group of beta testers. There are numerous ramifications if these tests are carried over into the main app. It would make TikTok even more of a competitor to YouTube's core service, which is interesting given the latter's recent interest in putting its app on TVs. And it could be useful in making TikTok a slightly less jarring experience for the older users that the company hopes to continue luring away from other services. I mean, it's always, with all these platforms, it's amazing to see, like, everything's constantly changing, constantly evolving, and as they try to copy more and more of each other, or they pull away, or they have their own core product line, then it becomes more of another product service. So, and for musicians and for, just for any content creator, it just becomes so taxing and exhausting for everybody to keep on top of, the latest, like, how do I use, how should I market myself on Instagram? Now Reels, and how should I market myself on TikTok? Well, it's no longer these 15 seconds or 60 seconds. Now it's 10 minutes. So it's always a constant challenge. I feel bad sometimes for the social media marketers that have to stay up on top of all these changes, but that's why we cover this stuff. We try to give you these briefs to keep you updated on what's going on. And with that, we're going to talk about Meta And they're adding Reels functionality to Facebook in 150 markets. So again, here we go with more video. It's also expanding the way Reels creators can make money from what they're calling reeling. Last week I was talking about Twitter flocks and flocking, and now we're talking about reeling. I really wish we could come up with something better than this. But of course, Reels began on Meta's Instagram platform, which enables and encourages users to produce TikTok-style short-form videos, as well as making it easy to choose and synchronize musical pieces into those videos. Prior to this major rollout of the tool, the business began experimenting with introducing Reels capability to Facebook last year. As for how the online creators behind the most popular Reels videos can make some more money, Meta said, quote, "We're creating a variety of opportunities for creators to earn money for their Reels. Our Reels Play bonus program, part of our $1 billion creator investment, pays eligible creators up to $35,000 a month based on the views of their qualifying Reels. As for how much they make on TikTok, there is a great article over on Digital Music News, which has a breakdown for their creator program, which details creator payouts, which they state have dropped from 5 cents to 2.5 cents per 1,000 views. And once that creator pool is dried up, they're not refilling it. So again, it's going to be a bit of a little challenge to see how those creators can keep up with that. Let's talk about NFTs. All right. This is the Kooks partner with eco-friendly platform Serenade to release their first NFT. The NFT, which was created to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the British indie pop pioneer's acclaimed debut album Inside In, Inside Out, will be priced at an affordable £30 and was published this morning at serenade.co. The live version of the band's hit track Ooh La, recorded in Dublin on January 27th on the first night of their 15th anniversary tour, will be minted at only 20 unique copies. The Kooks' Luke Pitchford stated in the release, quote, "I'm very excited about the NFTs and working with Serenade. We want to take a ride with you guys, our fans, so we have minted some NFTs to celebrate 15 years of our first album. Serenade is an amazing company who have found a way of doing this in a really environmentally safe and friendly way." Serenade claims their NFTs utilize 1/10 of the energy required to post a tweet and 1/44,000th of the energy required by a standard NFT, implying that they have a low environmental impact. This is due to the fact that they use a proof-of-stake authentication mechanism rather than the conventional Ethereum proof-of-work method. All right, let's check out what's going on in the musical chairs. Who's the movers and the shakers in this past week? Well, Troy Carter and Susie Rio's music and technology platform Venice has made 3 big additions to their team. Beth Cherry is the new head of streaming UK. Isobel Kelly comes in as head of alt-pop streaming in the US. And Jamal is the new head of hip-hop R&B streaming in the US. Republic Records has also hired Alyssa Lopresti as VP of Marketing Strategy and will be based out of their New York office. Sandra Croft has joined the Downtown Music Services UK marketing team as their new marketing manager, and Chelsea Blow has also joined the company as its client service coordinator. And Kabiru Bello, also known as Bello, has been promoted to the new post of VP of Global A&R at Warner Recorded Music. All right, congratulations everybody, well deserved. All right, and Music Industry City Community Check-In. We had a great talk earlier today that was focused on Web3. We did this in Decentraland. A lot more great talks coming up. You can find us on Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, Connect Club, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, all the good places. We do different conversations throughout the week. New hosts and new guests are going to be in there. So make sure you sign up at Music Industry City on musicindustrycity.com to unlock the social components and stay on top of all the coming events. And be on the lookout for the Future Music Forum Barcelona ticket announcements coming in the next couple weeks. Future Music Forum Barcelona will take place in person this September 26th through the 30th in, well, Barcelona. All right, and that does it for the weekly wrap on this Thursday from New York. Thank you all again for tuning in, and I hope to get to see you again next week. I'm Peter Schwing. Have a rockin' day.